everybody that I know. I was dodging all this bull like I was in a rodeo. Got me feeling like E40, God gon' tell me when to go. I got fuego coming out my soul, I feel like Romeo. You know that God love you, cause the Bible tell me so. Got the armor of God on me, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Find out Jesus was my brother, and you ain't messing with my bro.
Hey guys, welcome to Merge. We got something for you guys, so keep coming into the auditorium. And yeah, let's start with some music. Hot on the wire, hand in the fire for so long. You show me better. Your kind of love is ever the one I want. Lifting higher, higher. There's nothing that I'd rather do. It's the elevation of praises. There's no one I love more than you. I never knew a love like this before. The kind of love that I cannot find on my own. I see the world, but I have never been so sure. I want your heart. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you. Nothing I've seen, my wildest of dreams don't come close. Living like this, can I resist you? I'm lifting higher, higher. There's nothing that I'd rather do. Sweet elevation of praises. There's no one I love more than you. I never knew a love like this before. My love that I find on my own. I see the world, but I have never been so sure. I want your heart. I just wanna be with you. Hands up! I just wanna be where you are. I just wanna be where you are. Praises. There's no one I love more than you. I never knew. I love that I could not. I see the world that I have never. So cool. I want your heart. God, I just wanna be with you. Well, you guys can have a seat. I think that's it for us.
All right, hey, before you sit down, go ahead and make your way to the center rows, everybody. Go ahead and make your way over here, please. You guys over here, come over this way a little bit. I appreciate that. You're doing me a favor. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Well, welcome to Merge, everyone. It is good to have you here tonight. So sorry that we could not be together last Wednesday. We had a team in Philadelphia. There were 60 participants on that trip. It was awesome. We just got back yesterday. We had 33 of us in Mazatlan, Mexico. And the team that went to Haiti, there was 21 of them. They just landed in Cleveland about 20 minutes ago. So that was cool, all right? And so Merge during the summer looks a little bit different because we want you guys as high school students to be out and about in the community and around the world and being involved in so many ways, all right? And so every other Wednesday, really, last week we were off. This week we have Merge because you're here, but obviously some people missed the memo. And then next week, all right, there is no Merge. But those of you that signed up for Momentum Youth Conference, we will be together. This Sunday, we kick off Momentum. How many of you are signed up? There's 92 of you. That's awesome. All right. I know there's 92 of you signed up. So those of you that have signed up, we are going to, this is a big difference, big change. All right, big change. Listen carefully. Shh. An email was sent out about 4 o'clock today to all of you. We made a big change in the Momentum schedule. We are not staying in this building anymore, all right? Those of you that signed up, we are actually going up to CVCA for the 4 days, all right? We're only sleeping there, but we are going to be sleeping in the field house at CVCA. That way the shower facilities are a little bit larger. We have 4 showers here for 100 people. Just doesn't work, guys. We have hot water for 8 of the 100, all right? And so if you guys don't mind taking cold showers, we can talk. But we thought it would be a better move. CVCA is awesome. They're good partners with us. And so we're going to be staying up in the field house of CVCA. So 5 o'clock, listen carefully. If you were going to Momentum, 5 o'clock on Sunday evening, all right, you are going to meet us in the field house at Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. Meet us there, and we will actually then transport you to the first session of Momentum at Gent Road. Okay, so 5 o'clock, where are you supposed to be? CVCA, thank you very much. All right, we're just there to sleep. It's going to be a blast. All right, next Wednesday night, there is no Merge because we will be at Cedar Point all day. For those that are signed up for Momentum, it's going to be awesome. All right, you guys ready for this? Something's coming your way. All right, if you guys remembered 2 weeks ago, I said that we have some really exciting news, all right, that you aren't going to want to miss. So those of you that are here, you're not going to miss it, okay? I've got somebody to introduce to you, all right? He's a good friend of mine. I have known this guy since he was in 8th grade. I have actually journeyed alongside of this guy for quite some time, and I am grateful that he's in the room here tonight, all right? You know who you are, so come on up here.
Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
All right.
Don't you know? Pump it up.
That was nice. I don't get that, all right? All right, hey, here's the deal. If you do not know this man, you better get to know him, all right? Because here's the deal. This is Dwayne Reed. Hey. The past 4 years, Dwayne has been an intern here at Grace Church working in our Power Kids ministry. He was helping lead our 4th and 5th grade students that we call Surge, right? But I've got good news, guys. He is no longer on the Power Kids team. He's now on the student ministry team. Dwayne is the new resident of student ministries, and he's going to be focusing his time here in our high school world. So you're going to be seeing a lot of this guy. I'm telling you, you are missing out if you don't take time to get to know Dwayne, all right? So make sure over the next handful of weeks as you see him around here, say hi to him, introduce himself, and challenge him to remember your name. Hey. I'm horrible at it, so good luck, all right? So this is Dwayne. He is now the resident of student ministries. Dwayne, would you just take a couple minutes and introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about who Dwayne Reed is.
Well, hello, everybody. Yeah, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Okay. My name is Dwayne. What do y'all want to know? Like, what y'all want to know? So I played sports. I played sports in high school, played football, did lacrosse for a day, and they said a lot of running, so I said no. What else?
Color? I like blue. Yes, sir. I like blue and red. Okay, y'all go. Lavender. The color lavender. See, some of y'all feel me. Lavender is a nice, smooth color. What's up? I prefer Cuban link over, man, mine's fake. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, this is fake, but I like the style. Okay, what else? Yep. So, okay, I guess there's two parts to that question. So there's the animal that I like and the animal that I want to be. Animal that I like, you know what I'm saying? I like koalas because they just sleep a lot. But the only downfall about koala is that they don't they die after they fall? Like they sleep so much that sometimes they lose grip off of a tree. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe let me stop because I don't know. Anyways, I like hippos and big animals because I see myself in them. We spiritually related. You know what I'm saying? So elephants and we all. All right, last question. Yep. Yeah. No, I am. So I know I started playing football, so I love football, but I don't really watch it all like that. You know what I'm saying? So I got some friends who play in the band, so I'll watch Ohio State for him, but you know what I'm saying? I got two puppies. They 5 months old and they 8 months old. So what? Cockapoos, Cocker Spaniels, and poodles. So hey, imagine. I'm just walking down the street, this big old man walking with these two small dogs. It's a beautiful sight. So I think that's all about me. I love chocolate milk. That's the last thing. So listen, hey, I will not accept. If I don't get no welcome present, I'm leaving, okay? So my welcome present is some chocolate milk, okay? So somebody, at least one person. Huh? Harslers, okay? If you ball on a budget, Harslers is like $6 or $7. I understand it. Giant Eagle brand, Acme, $1.50. You'll make my day. Okay, so chocolate milk, love chocolate milk. That's all. Okay.
All right, so here's the deal. Dwayne officially started while he was on our Philly trip last week, so July 1st was his first day. He is going to be with us for the next 3 years. It's a long time. And so if you just completed your freshman year, you're going to be with Dwayne until you graduate, which is going to be a blast, all right? I am proud of Dwayne and the hard work that he has displayed over the past 4 years working in our kids ministry, and I'm super excited that you are now a part of our team. So here's the deal, Dwayne. We've been talking about this for the past handful of months, all right? And then we kind of let the cat out of the bag by putting it out on social media that you're part of the team. What are you most excited about by being a resident of Student Ministries?
Yeah, so I don't know. I know I don't got to tell y'all, but hey, high school is fun, but it's hard. You know, you go through a lot of stuff in high school. And I just think, I think back to my high school days, and there's a lot of stuff that, happened that it was vital for me to have people like Todd in my life, people coming alongside of me. And there was also times where I didn't feel like it. So I'm, excited to be able to journey with y'all through y'all life. You know what I'm saying? God didn't design life for us to do it alone. God didn't design us to be isolated mentally or actually or relationally. But I'm excited that I get to come along y'all, and we could just get to do y'all high school years together. I'm a big pro love of Christ kind of guy. So I love that Christ loves us wherever we're at, and that he takes us where we need to go through that. So I'm excited to be that for y'all so that we can journey together. So I'm really excited about that, man. It's good stuff.
All right, well, if you don't know this, a resident position here at Grace Church is a pastoral training position, and so Dwayne is training on what it looks like to be a pastor, and so you're going to be hearing a lot from him. He's going to be teaching a lot here over the next handful of years at Merge, and so I'm excited that he has the opportunity to lead you, and I am so glad that God has raised him up and has brought him to be in this position right now, all right? So why don't I pray for you, Dwayne, and then they're going to cheer as loud as they can for you, all right? Jesus, thank you so much just for the opportunity to be able to have Dwayne a part of this team. God, you have big things in store, and I'm grateful that you have placed it on his heart to be a part of it. And so, God, I'm just asking you that you would go before us, work in and through the lives of our students here and in this ministry. And I just pray that great things are going to take place in the next handful of years. God, we love you. We pray this in your name. Amen. All right, let's give it up for Dwayne.
Hello. How's everyone doing? That's very promising. Can I get a big round of applause for Dwayne? Give it up for that guy. We love Dwayne.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's ready for a game?
Come on now.
Come on, who's ready for a game? That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so we got this game. It's called Scatterball. Want to get it up? Can we get it up on the screen? Scatterball.
Boom.
That. Okay, there we go. All right. So here are the rules. Next slide, please. So it's basically dodgeball with a twist. We start with 3 balls, and then we all get around, and then we throw the balls into the air. Everyone scatters, and people try and go for the balls. And then if you catch the ball, you can only take 2 steps, and then you have to throw it. And then after the 2 steps, you throw it. Getting out is the same rules as dodgeball. So like if you throw it at someone, you hit them, and they don't catch it, they're out. If they catch it, you're out. When you're out, you have to sit down on the ground. If you can play if you get out. Like if the ball rolls past you, you can grab it and throw it at someone that's standing up, and then you get them out. But if you are out, you cannot move. That's very important. And the last one standing wins. Any questions?
You got it? Okay.
We got it. We're good.
That's easy.
Okay.
You guys feel good?
Everyone actually listened
You ready?
this week. All right, let's
That
go
was
to the back of
impressive.
the room. Let's go to the back of the room.
All right. Come on, everybody. Come on. Come on. No sitting. Spread out in that back, guys. You got it. Come on, Killian Dietz Creek. Use those legs. You don't need to form a circle or anything. Just head to the back. Get on that wood, the court. Come on now.
Let's get back here. Come on.
All right, guys, bring it back here. Come on, guys, everybody.
Hey, this
Ladies.
side of the court.
Come on, ladies, come back. Gentlemen. Oh, we're tying shoes? There's no time for that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, move it in, move it in, move it in. All right, do you guys know what we're doing? Dodgeball in the air. Get that ball. 2 steps.
All right, who's ready? Who's ready?
Mitch, I don't think they're ready yet.
I don't think they're ready either.
If you catch the ball when you're sitting down, you get back in. Thanks, Urban.
Okay. We're gonna get started.
You want to pause that? Let's pause that music real quick. We're going to do a countdown. Are you guys ready? Come on, one more time. Are you guys ready? Okay, mediocre sports camp. I get it. We're tired. But let's do it one more time,
Okay.
Mitch.
Are you guys ready?
All right.
Debatably less.
That'll do. Should we count down from 5 and throw these balls? All right.
Someone start the countdown. Ezra, start the count.
1. Oh, take a seat when you're out. Take a seat.
Take a seat.
If you catch the ball, you're back in. Both of you are out. Take a seat.
Sit down,
Catch
Heidi.
the ball and you're back
out.
in. But if you get hit, take a seat. You can only move 2 steps if you have the ball. Josh Brookbank. Josh, take a seat. Steve Catalano, take a seat. You're not allowed to hit the leaders, buddy. Take a seat. All right. Wow, that's sad. Good job, Ellie. Who's all in? If you're in, I need you to move in. Good try, Naomi. Move in, guys. Move in. I need everybody to move in. Be aggressive.
Remember, if you're out, you can play.
Oh, headshot. Come on, move. Be aggressive. You gotta dodge these balls. It's like dodgeball. Oh. Whoa. Oh, come on now.
Hey,
Oh,
someone
take
get
a
AJ.
seat, whoever threw
Someone
that.
get AJ.
AJ, I'm sorry. Come on, who's in? If you're in, I need you to move in. Be aggressive. No hiding. Come on now. Ooh! Dwayne, are you playing? Oh, he got some water. If you're still in, move it on in. Move it on in. You got it, ladies. The ladies outnumber the guys. Oh, sorry, Colin. Oh, Ezra's killing it. Oh my goodness. Hey, look at Urban. He's going off. Oh, take a seat. Wow. Wow.
Kylie.
Are you guys in?
Kylie, sit down.
Okay.
Kylie, you're not
We
sitting
only
down.
got a few in. Oh, that hit Todd. That's not fair. Who's in? Who's in? Oh, is it Elise?
2 steps.
Okay. Just the final two? Oh, and we got a winner! How do you feel right now? Elise, you're cheating? Never mind. Elise, get in here right now. Right now. Let's see this final. Let's see it. Come on, Elise. Oh! Oh! Reminder, people who are sitting down can throw it at you. Okay. What a turn of events. Pause that music, guys. This is intense. Elise won. Do you see that? All right, guys, here's the deal. We're going to do one more round. So everybody get back up on your feet. Grab all the balls over here. And if you don't know how to play by now, I'm sorry, but it might be time for you to go back to elementary school. If you're sitting down and you kill someone, you can get back in. That's a new rule. We just made that up.
I like that rule, Chuck.
You like that?
I really like that.
All right. Let's get another countdown, guys. 3, 2, 1. Oh, she's coming for. Oh, you're going straight for Elise? Okay. Come on, guys, be aggressive. Oh, Gage Wimberly, rest in pepperoni, my guy. Oh, Eli, take a seat. Oh, come on, let's see it. Matthew Hennessy, that's not 2 steps.
that's more than 2
Matthew Hennessy, take a seat. 2 steps. 2 steps. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on now. Ladies, you got it. Be aggressive. Come on, Summer. Okay, Heidi.
That's more than 2
Move
steps.
in. You
man.
got it,
That's
boys.
more than 2 steps. Sit down.
I'm coming in.
Oh! Come on, Mitch. Let's see something. Oh! Alexis. Oh, Cameron, rest in pepperoni. Oh, take a seat, Alexis. Look at this guy. Oh, Mitchell Hennessy. With the microphone? Sorry, bud. Okay, Naomi. Let's see it. Steve Cat, what are you doing in that corner? Ezra, get out of there. No hiding.
Kara, 2 steps. 2 steps, Kara.
Okay, Antoine. Oh!
This is a miracle.
Come on. Who we got in? Who we got in? Move in. If you're in, I want you to be aggressive. Aw. Sorry, Naomi. All right, here's the deal. Because I got a microphone, I can do whatever I want. Jailbreak. So everybody get up. It's a jailbreak. Everybody get up.
I want to talk to
AJ.
you. I want to
rest in
talk to you.
pepperoni.
Just break.
Oh. steps. Remember, 2 steps. Come on, AJ, get someone out, bro, so you can get back up. You gotta get someone out before you stand back up.
We will be better than ever. Made a promise we can do it together, and I ain't breaking my word. I just wish I could get away from this earth. Had to pray and pray.
Reminder, only 2
I
steps.
tell myself it could have been worse. Never
Come on,
going back,
Colin,
I
let's
broke
see
the
it, bro.
first. It come from my soul, no need to rehearse. A lot of time I was in need of work. Talk to God like I need this to work.
Okay, Alexis.
Jumped in line like I needed it first. Being selfish, know this don't affect a lot of people. I was being careless. Took a break and stepped away. I'm coming back when I get ready. I know this breaks
Let's
people
see
into
something. Okay,
pieces, but I
Joel.
ain't gonna let
Do
it.
something.
You crazy for this
Get him.
one.
No.
All the champions out there feel so good.
Come on, boys, break up the squad. What is this?
We will.
Whoa, 2 steps, Ben, 2 steps.
We will.
We got a big group over here.
Okay, man.
If you thought
Dwayne, not Dwayne, bro. Look at Dwayne. He can't handle that, bro.
Together.
Ooh, okay, Chuck Superman. Is that Jake Fisher?
At the same time,
Okay, Jake, let's see something.
Can't be racing to no early grave. I'm cool with just pacing. I can drop at any given time.
Come on, move it in. If you're still in, I need you to move in. We can't have this.
Across the finish line. We done break
Alexis,
the bar
where you
so many
coming from?
times. It's only right
Take
they
your
keep it
seat.
mine. Diamond by myself together, we
Come
really
on.
shine. Long as I keep putting my face to
Come on, guys, move it in. Let's see it, ladies. Aggression.
2 people over here.
Uh-oh. We got 2, 4, 6, 8,
Someone
10,
get Matt Hennessy.
11?
Someone get
Some
Matt
of these people are
Hennessy,
cheating.
please.
No one's cheating at church, right? Oh. Aw, sorry, Autumn. You done good.
Hey, you're back in. Hey, you're
Oh,
back
Ezra, you had to
in. You're
get
back
out.
in. You're
Oh.
back in, yeah.
Okay, Gage Wimberly.
You're back out.
Okay, if you're in, come on. You know the deal. You know what I'm gonna say. Get close. Be aggressive.
What are you doing?
Okay, Matt. You had a good run. Oh. Whoa. How are these people coming in? If you're still in, I need you to come to the center. If you're in, come to the center. No fooling around. Who's in? Mitch, is there anybody in? Oh, where'd you come from? Okay, so is it just you? And Caden? Hey guys, hey, pause, stop everybody, don't move. What we got over here? What we got?
Giant Eagle brand chocolate milk.
Oh! Guys, you're witnessing a precious moment right now. A friendship was just made. A true friendship. Hey, Dwayne, how do you feel, brother?
Hey, this is the best day of my life.
Oh, hey, pause real quick. Moment of silence. Wow. All right, hey, Dwayne said you can drink it out the gallon in the back, so if you're out, see Dwayne if you want to sip. All right, who's still in? Let's keep it going. Ben, Kylie, Antoine, you in? You better move it in. There's no hiding. Antoine, bro. You gotta move
Hey, I'm
it
rooting
in.
for Antoine. I want to see Antoine win it all. Hey, Ezra, 2 steps, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? 2 steps, dude.
Ezra, get in here. Oh. Oh! That's is that a dub? All right, it's Antoine and Matt. Let's see it. All right, Matt took 5 steps. Take a seat. Antoine, you are the Scatterball winner! Hey, guys, give it up for Antoine. Come on, show him some love. Make your way back to your seats. We got a question. Find someone you never met before. Dwayne does count. And ask him this question. What is your favorite fast food restaurant? Chick-fil-A is arguably the right answer. But ask somebody, find someone new. Say, hey, What is your favorite fast food? Chipotle does count, because it is fast. Find someone new, ask them a question, make friends.
Hey, Chuck. Whose microphone is this?
Oh, that's a great question. Let's figure that one out. But in the meantime, Mitch Hennessy, can you tell me something? Mitch, what is your favorite fast food?
You know, I would say Chick-fil-A, but I have it pretty often because I work there, so I'm going to have to go with Taco Bell.
Hey, if you work at Chick-fil-A, raise your hand. That's awesome. Every time I go to Chick-fil-A, there's about a 90% chance I cop a discount. So thank you, and thank you. All right, guys, finish asking the questions, and the band's gonna lead us in a couple songs.
What? Let's go. Yeah, we got 3 songs. That's what Chuck meant by that.
No, not
exactly
3. I'm
what's
sorry,
happening.
Urban, only 1.
Dude, heck yeah. All right, everyone come up to front. We have another song for you guys. So yeah, let's sing together. Hey, hands up.
The night has fallen, fear is coming, still you're calling me. And faith is lost it, my hope exhausted, you will be my strength. When the mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. I decided I'm not giving up, 'cause you won't give up on me, you won't give up on me. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out if I can let go. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out if I can let go in my soul. Every season, I keep repeating promises to me. Whoa, now this will stop it when you have started until it is complete. When my mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. I've decided I'm not giving up, 'cause you won't give up on me, you won't give up on me. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an
us. You guys can have a seat.
All right, good stuff. Thank you. Thank you. Well done on bringing milk to Dwayne. That was a nice, quick move. And he's willing to share. I don't know if I've ever seen Dwayne share chocolate milk before. So you definitely won some brownie points there. So good work. All right. Hey, I'm glad that you guys are excited about having him on the team. I am as well. And man, I'm just excited about all that God is doing in and throughout our student ministry world here at Grace Church. A lot of cool things are happening. Guys, I want you to know, during the summer, last year, since we weren't able to do our mission trips, we weren't able to go to camp, we weren't able to go to Momentum, that really deflated me personally, because I look at our summer and I look at the opportunity that we have to go out and really make an incredible difference in this world. I think about how well I personally was on the Mexico team and just watching how the Mexico team worked together in an environment where it's uncomfortable, right? There's a language barrier. We can't really communicate well, but it doesn't slow us down, right? And we're able to see how God works in just incredible ways. I got an update about the Philly trip. Right? But believe it or not, the Philly trip that just got back, man, that was the biggest Philly team that we've ever taken. It was awesome, all right? It was good stuff. And that team experienced new things. Some of you have gone to Philly multiple times, but it looked different, and that didn't stop you. You guys were like, man, I want to be able to go and make a difference for who Jesus is and put ourselves into some really incredibly difficult situations. Here at Grace Church, we have a value. We do hard things, right? Meaning we're going to go into a situation that might not be easy, and we're like, man, Lord, there's a reason why I'm in this moment and that you're going to use me in incredible ways. And so just thank you for those two teams specifically who felt called to go there. I just heard from the Haiti team that it was a great trip, and they're looking forward to sharing just kind of all that God did while they were in Los Angeles. So it's just a good season. I'm glad that we're back in it. Momentum's going to be awesome. Yes, it's going to look different, but still God is going to work in incredible ways. As I think about all that we have the opportunity to do throughout the summer, it actually kind of reminded me that, kind of gave me the thought of what I wanted to share tonight. We've been in this series called Summer 7. There's 7 topics that I want you to kind of grasp and understand for yourself personally and to be able to put it into practice. And what happens, I'm telling you, if you grasp these concepts and you put them into your life, it's going to radically change who you are. All right, and I've actually guaranteed that if you put them into practice this summer, you're going to experience the best summer of your life. And I think even from what some of you guys were able to do the past couple of weeks, that's only just kind of adding to it, that you get to see how God was working and how he works in your life individually. And so over the past handful of weeks, this week is week 5, so we've already discussed 4 topics. The very first topic that we talked about was this idea of priorities. Every single one of us, we prioritize things over other areas of our lives. And what we talked about was the importance of understanding what means the most to you. And just got you thinking a little bit about what is it that means the most? What is at the top of your priority ladder in your life? What we did is we used that first week into week 2 to establish kind of the foundation of our conversations, that at the very top of that ladder, God deserves that top step. In fact, there's no business of anything else being up in the top step, even if it's good things that you would say, man, that's actually a really good, healthy area of my life. It still doesn't deserve that top step. And so the week 2, we looked at anything that does take the place over God in a relationship with Christ is an idol. We're idolizing what that item is, and we're giving it more attention where instead we should be giving God our attention. And so what we did is we looked at our priorities. We looked at idols. We looked then in the third week about this idea of shame. Because I don't know about you, I've made plenty of mistakes in my life, right? I've made so many decisions that were so poor that put me down a path where I literally feel this sense of regret and shame for what I decided to do. And the truth is, none of us are perfect, so we're going to have those moments where we fall short. But what we do with those moments is really important. We can actually allow those bad decisions to kind of define who we are. And as a result, we begin to feel this sense of shame that we're not worthy to continue to keep God at the top step of our lives because, man, I've messed up so bad. And what we looked at that week was this idea that it doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter the decisions that you've made or the circumstances that you've experienced in your life, whether they're your fault or not. Those moments do not define who you are. And we don't need to let it kind of consume where we're at in the moment, because the truth is God already knows all of it. Right? We looked at the story of the Samaritan woman, the woman at the well, where Jesus met her there and allowed her to see that he was the Messiah. He revealed himself to her, the first person in public that he did so. And in that moment, what it did is it allowed us to see that God already knows our lives. He knows what we've done. He knows the weight and the shame that we're already carrying. So what we need to do is just put it aside, give it over to him, because he still chooses to use us in the moments where sometimes we don't feel like we're worthy of doing so. So we looked at the priorities, we looked at idols, we looked at that shame. And what we did 2 weeks ago, is we looked at this idea of laziness. All right, I actually talked to you about kind of the typical American summer is an incredibly selfish thing. Because what happens is we finished with school, and summer break is like that moment where we can just disconnect. And what we do is we're like, man, I'm going to sleep in. And then when I'm going to wake up, I'm going to go to the pool. I'm just going to lay out next to the pool. I might hang out with some friends later. I'm just going to do what I want to do. And none of those things are wrong, so don't hear that. But the concept of the American summer is actually a very selfish thing, because we're thinking about what benefits us. What is it that I can do that I can have the most fun, that I can enjoy my break the best? And like I said, that's fine. I want you to recover and rest and enjoy your summer. But we talked about, as a result of that mindset, that selfish desire that lies within the summertime, it tends to lead us to laziness. And what laziness does is it becomes a lifestyle. It becomes a way or a part of who we are, where we're missing the opportunity that can be in front of us to really make an impact. And so what I challenged you to do is kind of help fight through that desire to only think about yourself and begin looking for other people. Begin looking for opportunities to serve. Look for opportunities to go into a situation that might be uncomfortable and serve for Christ. That way we can kind of debunk that selfish mentality and not become lazy. Well, this week, it's kind of piggybacking off of that idea of laziness. All right, and what I want us to look at is a story in the book of Luke chapter 10. Go ahead, you can turn there a while. If you have your phones, go ahead and do so. We're going to be looking at Luke chapter 10. And this idea, I'll be honest with you, is one that I've struggled with, all right? Even in Mexico, the past 10 days while I was there, this is a concept that I wrestled with, all right, big time. We're going to look at Luke chapter 10, and I want you to kind of put yourself maybe a little bit into the situation of the story that we're going to read. But we're going to be talking about this idea of not settling in moments where we can just become comfortable, right? We can just kind of go with the flow and take the easy route. All right, so here we go. Luke chapter 10. We're going to be starting in verse 25. Verse 25. You can follow along as I read this. Here's what it says. Luke 10, verse 25. It says, on one occasion, an expert in the law stood up to test Jesus. He said, "Teacher, what must I do to inherit eternal life?" Jesus says, "What is written in the law? How do you read it?" He answered, "Love the Lord your God with all of your heart, with all of your soul, with all of your strength, and with all of your mind. Love your neighbor as yourself." "You have answered correctly," Jesus replied. "Do this and you will live." But he wanted to justify himself, so he asked Jesus, "And who is my neighbor?" In reply, Jesus said, "A man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho when he was attacked by robbers, then stripped him of his clothes, beat him, went away, leaving him half dead. A priest happened to be going down the same road, and when he saw the man, he passed on one side. So too a Levite, when he came by that place and saw him, passed by on the other side. But a Samaritan, as he traveled, came where the man was, and when he saw him, he took pity on him. He went to him and bandaged the wounds, pouring in oil and wine, and then he put the man on his donkey, brought him to an inn, and took care of him. The next day he took out 2 denarii and gave them to the innkeeper. Look after him, he said, and when I return, I will reimburse you for an extra expense that you may have. Which of these 3 do you think was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of robbers? The expert of the law replied, the one who had mercy on him. Jesus told him, go and do likewise. Guys, I love this story. I think it gives us a pretty clear picture and example, right? This idea, we know that God gives us 2 of the greatest commands. Love the Lord your God with all of your heart, soul, mind, and strength, right? That's number 1, do that. But then he says the second is like it, love your neighbor. Love God, love your neighbor. And I think that the expert here, who was really trying to challenge Jesus in this, I think he asked a very valid question, all right? And that question is, who is my neighbor? If you have an understanding of who Jesus is, all right, those 2 commands, love God, love people, you need to store them in your back pocket. You need to kind of hide them in your heart. You need to make sure they're in your mind at all times, because that's what we're striving for. Love him, love people, love your neighbor. If you don't know who Jesus is, man, that's okay. I'm so glad that you're here. I want you to kind of have an open mind to what it would look like to maybe for you personally to understand who God is and why he gave us his son Jesus, but also what it would look like to love other people, love your neighbor. All right, so as you think about that question, who is my neighbor, right? Well, I know I've got Dave who lives to the right of me, right, in my cul-de-sac where I live. And then I have a brand new couple that I haven't had the chance to meet yet because they literally just moved in and I need to do so. Are those my neighbors? Yeah, you're right. They are my neighbors. They are my physical neighbors of where I live. All right. On my way over to Merge tonight, I actually stopped at Giant Eagle not to get a gallon of chocolate milk for Dwayne, but if I would have known that's what he wanted, I would have probably picked you up a gallon, so I apologize. They took care of you tonight, all right? But while I was there, I was waiting in line. Why in the middle of the afternoon the line was so long, I don't know. But I was waiting in line, and there was this older couple right behind me. And I just started talking to them, asking them how their day was going. Question for you, that elderly couple, are they my neighbors? Okay, so the person sitting right next to you right now, yes, they might be your neighbor because they're sitting next to you, but you may not know who they are. Are they your neighbor? See, what I want us to understand, and what the expert of the law was probably kind of pushing into, but he really knew the answer, but he wanted to see what Jesus was saying. The reality is, everybody that we interact with in life are our neighbors. Why? Because you as a guy or as a gal, you are a son and daughter of the one true King. You are a child of God. The past 10 days as I'm serving in Mazatlan, Mexico, all right, in a completely different culture, and having the opportunity to interact with kids and their parents and different church leaders and our missionaries, I was actually reminded by this. I'm like, man, I am so grateful that we serve one God. And that even though my brothers and sisters in a different country speak a different language, we are still serving and worshiping the same God. They are my neighbors. Whether they know God or not, they are my neighbors. And so what I want us to do and what I want us to grasp is this idea that yes, we are to love God with everything we've got, but we are also supposed to love other people. Anybody that God places in your path is your neighbor. And as we think about what we do with this, all right, my challenge for us tonight is that you would begin developing eyes to see. What do I mean by that? Developing eyes to see. I struggle in many ways, all right? But the one way that I really do continue to trip up is that I love to be comfortable. I love to be comfortable. Whether it's at home or even when I am out and about, I want to make sure that I'm cooled off by the air condition. I like to surround myself in certain situations with people that I know. I actually don't like going into environments, meeting new people. I get overwhelmed. All right, I love people, don't get me wrong, but I actually do not like meeting a ton of new people. It overwhelms me, and then I feel horrible when I don't remember their name the next time they come back. Like it eats me up inside. And so what happens is I tend to result back to what is easy for me, what is comfortable. I'll just surround myself with this group of people because they know me and I know them. But as I think about this story here in Luke chapter 10, and as I read this, I was super convicted by it because I'm like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I would have been the priest or the Levite. Would I have seen the man in need of help on the road? Or would I have just kept walking? Or would I have been able to act and serve like the Samaritan? And so I want you to begin thinking about this a little bit as you place yourself into this story. And as I challenge you to begin to develop eyes that can see. Who are you? Are you the person who actually observes and notices that that person needed help? I was blown away by the stories I heard from the Philly team going into incredibly difficult parts of the city of Philadelphia, right? Where drugs are just rampant, homelessness is just absorbing that city. But that team went into those neighborhoods with eyes that are seeing. And so as we think about this idea, I don't want us to just get complacent and take the easy route. I don't want us to just be comfortable. Because I think God is calling us to something much greater. I think he's actually saying, listen, son, daughter of mine, I need you to have the eyes to see my children. Would you actually be the physical representation of me on this earth? As you're walking down the road and you see this man who needs help, would you be the one to stop and help? Would you be the one to man, okay, Lord, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone and I'm going to help that individual. What does that look like on a day-to-day basis? Right? I want you to begin thinking about it because obviously this story, Jesus uses stories to help teach points and help to prove kind of what he's longing for and what it means to love a neighbor. But in all reality, that's pretty extreme in maybe our day-to-day life. All right, maybe if you see somebody broken down on the side of the road, you could pull over and give assistance. Sure, that's awesome. But what does it look like on a more normal day-to-day basis for you as a high school student to love your neighbor? I'll be honest, I think I'm reminded by who we are here as a high school ministry of Grace Church. You know, my desire and my team's desire is that we are kind of a light in a darkened world here on the west side of Akron. That in the Copley School District, the Revere School District, right, that we would just be a beacon of light, right, for our neighbors. But you as a high school student, that you would be a beacon of light for your schools. Because I'll be honest, over the past handful of years, it hasn't gotten brighter. The past handful of years of what you've had to go through as a high school student, the life that you've experienced, I actually believe it's probably harder now to be a light for Christ than it was when I was your age. I feel for you. And so what I want Wednesday nights to be is a safe place, a safe house for all of you to come and explore who Jesus is and bring anybody who, I just said that twice, whoever you want to be here. And I think about looking out, having eyes that can see for people who need to hear and understand the truth of who Jesus is. That's a big deal. And so when you come here on a Wednesday night, I encourage you, have eyes to see. See people who might be new. See people who might not be fitting in. Go talk to them. Every single one of you would wish that someone would see you. We all want to be noticed. You have that opportunity. And so I challenge you to just be thinking about what it would look like for you to begin developing those eyes to see and not take the easy road and just be comfortable. I was thinking, and I said it like this. You can hit the next slide. It says, when we have a limited view of who our neighbor is, there will be people in need who will get overlooked and ignored. I want you to write that down just as a reminder to yourself, right? When we have a limited view of who our neighbor is, when we're actually not taking it seriously of understanding that we are called to love other people, not just the people that you are connected to and you are most comfortable around. We are called to love all people. And when we have a limited view of who that neighbor is, what will happen is we will naturally begin to overlook people and we'll ignore them. And what happens is we put the blinders up. Our vision, yes, we can see, but we're only seeing what is easy and what is right in front of us. We lose sight that there are people all around, and we miss the opportunities to be a true beacon of light for Jesus Christ. And so I encourage you this week to begin fighting that comfort. Begin fighting against what is easy to you. Don't settle for it anymore. Step up and step out, just like we here at the church believe that we are going to go and do hard things. My challenge is that for you. I encourage you to write this down as well. God didn't call us to only love and care for those that we're comfortable with. They encourages us to love our neighbor. Everyone is our neighbor. Just reminding you that listen, this isn't just some feel-good stuff. This isn't Pastor Todd just telling you to go be nice to people. It's bigger than that. I believe your generation has everything that it needs to change this world. The generations ahead of you, sorry, we done there jacked it up, all right? But I think you have what it takes to get us back on track, to make Jesus Christ known. But it starts individually with you. And so are you going to be like the priest or the Levite? Or are you going to be like the Samaritan who had the eyes to see someone who was in need? And it was messy. And it might have been hard. And it might have required a lot of money, all right, to help that man. But he did it. Are you willing to have the eyes to see and to not just go with what's easy anymore and be comfortable? That you would step out of that and really love your neighbor well. That's my challenge for you, all right? And over the next 2 weeks, I challenge you to begin putting that into practice. And we'll even have an opportunity to do that for those of you that are going to be coming to Momentum, all right? It's going to be a blast. The band can come up and get settled in, and as they do, I'm going to pray for us, and then we'll wrap our night up, all right? Jesus, thank you. Love every single week that we have the opportunity to be here. Lord, I'm so grateful for this conversation that we've been in the past 5 weeks. Lord, I know personally it has just been refreshing. Yes, Lord, it's been hard to even wrap my mind around these concepts because I never want to come from a position like I've got it all together. Lord, you know that that's not true. But God, what I am grateful for is just the reminder that there is areas in my life that I can improve and I can work to continue to just be the best follower of you, Jesus, that I can be. And so, Lord, that's my prayer for this room, for these students, that they would continue to process their priorities, that they would understand that their past can remain in the past, that you are still going to use them in incredible ways. But God, there's also some just work that we can be doing in our lives, that we can prepare ourselves in the best way possible to be used by you. And so, Lord, we don't want to be lazy. We don't want to just think about ourselves all the time. We want to be on the edge of our seats, eager and willing to do what you are asking us to do. And God, I just pray that our eyes would be wide open. When we understand the truth that we are all your children, we're all equal in your eyes, Lord. Doesn't matter what we've done, what we look like, doesn't matter. You love us. We're your child. And so, God, I pray that that truth would be solidified in our hearts, that our eyes would be open to be able to see the opportunities in front of us to represent you well. Would you help us with that, Lord? Would you give us wisdom? And would you lead us in that way? We pray this in your name. Amen.
There's a simplicity, humility to the way you love me, an honesty, a purity. God, you make it easy. No special words or formulas could ever win you over. For your love is undeserved. Even when I can see clearly, somehow you still make it easy. Your love's uncomplicated. You love me just the way I am. So I stand before you. I'm totally surrendered, with open hands and open heart. Jesus, have your way in me. Oh, oh, and the secrets you see, my deepest thoughts, my hidden words. God, you see right through me. When I'm overthinking, somehow you still love me simply. Your love's uncomplicated. You love me just the way I am. So I stand before you.
as we go out through the rest of our week and through the rest of our summer, that you'll just like get us out of our comfort zones, get us and just help us to see more of the people around you, see our neighbors, and see the people that you know we can help. And yeah, God, I just pray that you will give us continual opportunities to just serve you, to continual opportunities to find other people, find that one person we need to talk to, just that one person we need to bring into what we're doing, and that you'll just continue to use us for your plan, you know? God, I pray that you'll just use the rest of this summer for good, that it won't be like last summer, you know? I pray that you'll be able to use us as a merge family to really impact the people around us, and so that people will go and say, hey, what's different about them? What are they doing differently that I'm not doing? That you'll be able to just reach new people through that. Amen. We got a couple more songs for you guys, so why don't you come up to the front?
I've always been the same.
Cause I know
see you in 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Guys, thanks so much for coming out to Merge. Couple things. One, if you could do me a quick side and stack your chair 7 high, and as soon as we stack these chairs 7 high, we're gonna pull out the basketball hoops, play some 9 Square Hangout.
Yeah. Today. Said I woke up to the summer shining through. Calling on my friends, asking what's the move. Feeling a little different, I'm on something new. Today. I ain't gonna let no clouds get in my way. The only road I'm walking is the one I picked. Catch me sitting in the sun, no time for shade. Today. This is the day that the Lord has made. And I ain't gonna let it slip away. I'm gonna be joyful. Yes, I am. I'm gonna be joyful. Today. I'm gonna be joyful. Ooh, I'm gonna be joyful. I got that feeling that you get when you get new kicks. Bell ringing on the last day of singing, yeah. High-fiving everybody, but we out of here. Today. So fast, life comes and goes. Make it last, best slow your roll. They don't take it as a choice, but you gotta know that today's the day. This is the day that the Lord has made. And I ain't gonna let it slip away, nah. I'm gonna be joyful. Ooh, I'm gonna be joyful. Today, I'm gonna be joyful. Yes, I am. I'm gonna be joyful.